are live. Welcome to our AWA, Ask Wallstreet Anything. Go ahead and say hello. Let me know if you can hear me. Please comment in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. That would be awesome. We will be getting started in exactly 1 minute. 1 minute. We're just going to give Facebook time to notify everyone. Give you guys time to go ahead and share this to your page. Guys, listen, I shared our MLS State of the Union last night, and I actually got a new member from that. So share this broadcast. You will need to share it from the Facebook page. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Naja. Thank you, Winla. Thank you for letting me know you guys can hear me. All righty. We're going to go ahead and play our MLS song so we can get in the groove of things. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Asking that system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission to see. Tell your friends about MLSs. Get a raise off financial loans. Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. Thousands of dollars going through a worldwide currency only if you do well. MLS is implementing digital currency is an emerging technology. Hello, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend, let it grow exponentially before you depend. It's called cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. You don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLSs. Can you raise our financial wisdom? Countries around the world are jumping in, creating things to ride the tree. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Every song we'll join the system. Your coin. That goes up to my 21. To have some fun. No currency, changing how the world does business. All right. Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here today, sharing your lunchtime with us. This is our AWA Ask Wall Street Anything session. We do this session every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, if you're at work or not able to make it at that time, you can always watch the replay. Okay. My name is Pamela Jesse, and I have the pleasure of introducing our founder and visionary, Mr. Derry Wallstreet Perkinson. Now, Mr. Perkinson, guys, is actually a phenomenal gentleman that did not allow a rough start in his life to just hinder his life. Okay. He made some changes. He made some decisions that has taken him from welfare to a millionaire, right? And he has come back to get us. How's he doing that? He's doing that by sharing some phenomenal information, tactics, strategies. I love our MLS platform, and he created that platform for us. All right. Now, he spent 20 years in the United States Army. He retired as a master sergeant And he was also a drill sergeant. Okay. He's a computer programmer and he is a master trader. So all of those phenomenal skills together has created the gentleman that he is. So I'm thankful, guys, to be able to even be under his tutelage, right, and be able to learn from him. We want you to follow us. Make sure you're following the program, follow the lives. You will understand how grateful we are for all of the information that is shared with us. So I'm going to go ahead and step out of the way. And what he's going to do, he's going to share some tips with you guys today and then answer some questions. So, Mr. Wallstreet, you have the floor, sir.
All right, all right, all right. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Appreciate all of you taking the time out of your day to learn something new and get something popping up in your accounts. One thing I'm going to say to you guys is that yesterday we talked about 3 things that we must do, right? 3 things that we must do as a member in this club. If anybody remembers, if you wrote it down, what is the first thing that we got to do? Go ahead and write, somebody type it in. What's the first thing we got to do? What is the first thing that we have to do in this club? What is it? What is it? Y'all forgot? Is it ready? You guys ready? You forgot? For the folks who was not there, you start seeing the comments in a minute. So what is the first thing that we have to do? There you go. Rufus Reddick. He's the first one to say it. He says, be a CEO. That means you got to go in our, back office. That is level 2, right? Level 2. And so everybody should be their own CEO. If you're already a CEO, then you're good to go. That's fine. That's awesome. Now, what's the next thing that we have to do? What is the next thing that we have to do? Step number 2. What is that? What's the next thing we have to do? There's only 3 things. What's number 2? What is number 2? All right. Number 2 is, somebody's going to bring it up in a second here. I know they did. I know they took notes yesterday. So number 2, the thing that we must do is get at least 1 Bitcoin. That is correct. Who was the first one to say that one? That is Mr. Rufus. There you go. Yes, yes, sir. Get 1 Bitcoin. Own 1 Bitcoin, right? So you gotta figure out. And one of my other talks that we talked about, it said you got to figure out how to buy Bitcoin, right? So we got so many places for you to buy Bitcoin. I just did some research yesterday. Block Card is now allowing you to wire funds into that account and get Bitcoin. So Block Card, I'm going to bring it up so you can see it. Block Card is pretty cool, right? So number 1, become a CEO. Our youngest CEO is 10 years old, and that should be less for everybody. Number 2, build at least 1 Bitcoin, right? And the more, and number 3 is to teach someone to do the same. So that's awesome, right? Teach somebody to do the same. And when you do that, as you are teaching people to do the same, Bitcoin is coming in, and then you can take that Bitcoin and move it so that you can start receiving extra cash flow, right? That's the whole goal with that. So now let's talk about, some people says, well, I need to know how to get Bitcoin. So there's many places to buy Bitcoin from that's out there, and the list is growing every day. The list is growing every day. People says, well, is it too late? Oh, the youngest CEO is 9. All right, Nikki. Nikki said the youngest one is 9. Okay, we going for it. I love it. I love it. I love to see the parents stepping in and getting their kids involved and getting that done. So that's awesome. So when we say that, right, that means the person that's coming in here and making this a reality, things are changing for that community, for that family. And I love it. I absolutely love you guys making this happen. So the more people you teach, because you got to teach one, right? The more people you teach about what we're doing, when they sign up, they're gonna sign with you. We're gonna send them, payments to them, and you are receiving a payment to get more Bitcoin. You take that little bit of Bitcoin, and then you're gonna use that to elevate, and you're gonna get to the point where now as you start to cycle on every level, because your goal is to get to all 10 levels, right? That should be the goal, to get to all 10 levels. And as you start to elevate and get to all those different levels, and your people behind you and the club behind you that's doing the exact same thing, what happens, it creates a multitude of cash flow, right, in Bitcoin. So that's what happens on the MLS side. Now we got to start working on the other side as well, the rotating hand side, and you have to start investing some time in the rotating hand side. Your profile in your back office is not complete. I promise you, most of you, your profile in your back office on the MLS side or the rotating hand side is not complete. Why? Because your links is not set up. Your beneficiary is not set up, right? Your Bitcoin wallet and your Ethereum wallet, your either one is not set up. A lot of you don't even know where to get an Ethereum wallet at, and it's right there on your BitPay card. It's on your Trezor. It's in your Trust wallet. Everybody should be getting a Trust wallet right now online. Trust wallet and or a MetaMask wallet, because the new system for rotating hands is going to be a Trust wallet or MetaMask. Trust wallet is real easy. The Trust wallet is so easy to set up. It's real easy to do. And you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum right there from the Trust wallet. Okay, so I highly recommend that you do that. All right, so let's get to it. That's my biggest update for today. One last thing I want to say to you is, have you personally written down the amount of crypto, or let's put it this way, in cash value, but it's going to be in cryptocurrency, in cash value, what is the number that you're looking for by June? What's that number? You need to have that number. You need to write down your number. What do you want to see in your account, right? Is it 10,000? Is it 30? Is it 50? Is it 100,000? Is it 300,000? Is it 500,000? And the reason why I'm saying that to you, when you write down that number, it's going to automatically force you to start pursuing that number. And the way you pursue that number is on your red box on your platform. That red box controls the blue box and the green. So when you log in to either platform, the red box is the number of referrals that you have. The more referrals you have, the bigger the numbers on the left and on the right is going to happen, right? The blue box is going to increase. That's the cash flow coming in. And then the box on the right is the green box. And the green box is going to say how many communities that you are a part of. Okay. So guys, we got to get going. Write down the number, make it visible, right? Look at it every single day, every day. That's going to keep you motivated. Let's get moving. Okay. How do you transfer? Okay. So now we get ready to go into the questions. So here's the first question. How do you transfer Ethereum from one wallet to Celsius? Okay. Easy. So the first thing we got to do in Celsius is that you're going to bring up your wallet, right? And then it's going to say, you see all the different avenues in there. We're going to do a little video for you as well. And I'm going to put it on my platform so you can see it. I'm not going to do it now, but because I gotta learn how to practice with it first before I start doing it. But let me describe to it what it's going to look like. And then I start making little charts about it. The cool thing about Celsius, you can just go right on Google, YouTube, right? Go on YouTube and just bring it up, how to transfer coins on Celsius, and they bring it right up and they show you how to do it. But it's real easy. So the first thing you got to do is get the address of where you're going to send the coin to. So on Celsius, it's a phone app. In March or April, it's going to be an actual desktop app. They're working on that right now. So we can actually do it on a desktop, March and April, which is going to be pretty cool because we can just do online training right with Celsius right online. And you can start seeing all your different stuff online as well. So, but what do you do first? Every time you go to transfer a coin, I don't care what kind of coin it is, you always need to know the receive code of that coin. Receive means I'm going to receiving the coin into this wallet, right? So Celsius, you got to go there first. You're going to click on Ethereum. It's got, Bitcoin, sell, Ethereum. It's got like almost 30 coins in there right now. So you find the Ethereum one. you click on it. It says it's going to give you a little message. It says, I understand that you can only send Ethereum to this wallet. You click I agree. Once you click I agree, it's going to give you the code where it is, the actual number. It's always starting with 0, then the multiply sign, the X, right? 0x, and then it's going to give you this whole long number, this whole long characters that's going to be in there. So that's the actual address you're going to have. So now you copy that address, right? You copy that one, and it says copy and share at the bottom of it. Just click on copy. It's going to copy it to the clipboard. Once you get to the clipboard, then you go to the location where you're going to send it from. So, for example, is it coming from BitPay? Is it coming from your Trezor? Is it coming from wherever, right? Then you just click on from that application, wherever you are, you click on send, and then you paste the address in there. And now you got this Celsius address in your other location that you're going to send it from, right? Whether it's going to be BitPay, Trezor, Trust Wallet, wherever it's coming from. You click on that, and then you click on send, and then it's going to send it. It's going to send the Ethereum off. It's going to have a little fee tied to it. Every time you send crypto, I don't care what it is, it's going to always give you a fee. Now, when it comes to the fee, it will always say, let's say I'm going to send $300 or $500, whatever you're going to send. When you look at the total fee, it's going to show you how much extra are they charging you. And that's how you know how big that fee is. For example, I know I was getting ready to send, well, I did send some Bitcoin from BTC.com, and they charge $97 to send a fee. $97 was the fee. So it can get expensive. That was Bitcoin, right? If and this happens to both of them. If Bitcoin is going through the roof, like it's going to hit 50,000 and what all that stuff happening, what's happening is a lot of people are trying to buy it. Therefore, the fees are going up. They're going to go up higher. When it comes to Ethereum, it's going to do the same thing. Ethereum is going from $1,200 to $1,800, right? Now it's trying to hit $1,900, $2,000. Well, those fees are going to go up. So that's how you do it. Don't worry about the fee. You just gotta have enough to send in your account to send that fee off. Okay, the next question. How do you transfer Ethereum to Celsius? We just did that. You need to receive address. Okay. I see what you did. You just restated what I said. Okay, awesome. Okay. All right, let's get to the next question. Why are these, let me see, why are these coins higher in price than some of the top altcoins? Example, XRP is 57 cents, random coin 127. That means, so all right, Maurice. So what the question is, when it comes to these altcoins, why are the coins going up in price? Because I want you to think about Bitcoin. I want you to think about Bitcoin as being a big old boat. Bitcoin is the boat. Okay. All these other coins are jumping into the Bitcoin boat. They're jumping in it. And so when Bitcoin price go down, all the prices of all these other coins are going down with it. As Bitcoin price starts to rise up, all these coins are also going to rise up. So there are people that are buying these coins, okay, depending on their utility. So they're buying the coins, and as the coins are being what they call buying and holding, they holding the coin. As that is happening, that causes the price of the coin to go up higher. Right? So let's say a brand new project is taking place, and all these coins, every single coin out there is a project. Even Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a project, right? It came out in 2008. It did a white paper. It was the first one, and then people start to use it and adopt it, and that project got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the world is catching on. So the same thing is happening now to these altcoins. So a lot of these coins that are coming in, based on the project, based on the use of the project, it could be beware of the pump and dump. And I'm gonna give you an example what that means. The pump and the dump, P-U-M-P, and dump, D-U-M-P. So let's say somebody's coming out with a coin. You and I can put a coin together. We can actually we can build our own app and create a coin. We can create our own coins. And based on us doing that, we can put it out there. And if people like what we're doing for a project, they like it, they start putting money into it, right? And so you take the money that's coming in and you use that money to help build out the project, right? So they call it ICO, initial coin offering, ICO. So a lot of these companies were ICOs at one time. And so what happened, people would invest in them, say, hey, I like this project. I'm gonna back up your idea with my dollar. I'm gonna back it up. So what do we got to do? We're gonna send dollars and we're gonna purchase their coins that they're offering. That's called an initial coin offering. They offering the coin. So in this project, for example, Polkadot. Polkadot is going to be a coin where it can sit on top of Ethereum and work with any other crypto, for example, that's out there that's using Ethereum or some other project, and they are going to be the bridge so that people don't have to keep trying to figure out what's going on this coin, what's going on that coin, and they're going to bridge it together. So that's a great idea, right? Great idea. So what's happening is people are throwing money into that, and that's what's happening. So now that coin is, more people get into the project, the coin is going to go up in value. Now, some of those projects, they got a good idea, it never took off, and they put all this money into it, and then what happens later on, it just dies out. That happened to a lot of coins. Right now, think about it. Let's go share my screen, and I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about here, because we are going to go to Coin Market Cap. Okay, Coin Market Cap. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see this. All right, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, and so I got my screen up. Let's see, can you see what I see? Do you see what I see? All right, so let's get down here. Let's see. Okay, so the deal is, you can see today's dog coin price. See, a lot of people jumped into dog coin, right? Now it's 5 cents. It was higher. It was 7 cents. Now it's only 5 cents. It may be going back down to 2 cents. It's like a pump and dump. So what I mean by pump and dump, they jump in, they move the price up real fast, and then they take their profits off, and then they just sell it. They just get out of it, and then it drops all the way back down again. That's called a pump and dump. And so there's a lot of people that is doing that, the pump and dump. Okay, so let's talk about this next thing here. So when we're looking at these coins, always go to find out what coins are rocking. Always go to click on market cap. Okay. Now, last time we looked at this, Bitcoin was at $695 billion. Now it's at 894 billion. Now that was only a week ago. So how did it get from 700, let's say 700 million to another almost 200 more, 700 billion to now it's almost 200 billion more dollars? You think that's coming from you and me? You think you and I doing that? You think the regular folks are doing that? No, sir. No, ma'am. That is coming from major institutions. You hear me what I'm saying to you. Major institutions are jumping in Bitcoin hand over fist, and they ain't grabbing no $5 million and 10 million. They putting 100 million, 500 million, $1 billion. Look at him, Mr. Elon Musk, 1.5 billion. They dropping billions of dollars inside of Bitcoin. They buying it up, guys. That's why I keep telling you, don't sell your Bitcoin. Don't sell it. Okay. Yeah, it's going up and down. You see the latest price up and down. 7-day average 2.9%. But guess what? This thing is going to keep rocking. And before you know it, it's going to be moving. They moved in the last 24 hours. They moved $74 billion within the last 24 hours. That's Bitcoin. That's how much hands is going in and going out. 74 billion. Now, It didn't say 894 billion. Only 74 billion is being transferred in and out. So what does that mean? This is how you read these charts, right? So if it's got that much market cap and it's only that much being traded in and out, where you think the rest of the 800 billion, so that's 74 billion, right? That's 894 billion. Where is the $820 billion? Where's that at? Where's the other $820 billion? It's being staked. It's being held on. It's called hodling, right? They holding on to it. Who are these folks right here that's transferring $74.59 billion? Well, part of that's coming from is how many coins are being created today, right? 900 Bitcoins are being created today. Every day, 900 Bitcoins is being created for the next 4 years. The next 4 years. After the next 4 years, only 450 Bitcoins are being created every single day. So it's telling you exactly, we know as a community, we know exactly what's going out there every single day. Guys, let me tell you something. You got to start getting serious about holding on to your Bitcoin and not selling it. Got it? Don't use it to transfer other coins with. Just get some new money and use that new money to get into the Bitcoin. But we got to start getting to the point where we can start inviting a lot more people so they can start seeing what's going on. Okay, that's just a quick off the cuff conversation. Now let's go back to it. So when I see a coin, let's look at a cheap coin. So you got these prices, right? So you got 48,000, 1,700, right? 99 cents. That's going to always be 99 cents. Always. 99 cents to $1. It would never go more than $1. It would never drop below 99 cents. Why? Because it's a stable coin. Polkadot. I just brought that up for you for an example, because Polkadot is the bridge between a lot of different things that's happening out there. So what did people do? It says, hey, the market cap for this is $26 billion. This is the number 4 coin in the entire world. It has not been around that long. This is a brand new project. So when I click on it and I can read what's going on with the project, right? Look what's going on. This right here, Polkadot, right? It's saying that the market cap, that's the market cap up here. This right here represents the price. Let me see. It says price. The green is the price for BTC. So that's the price in BTC. And that's the price of what they're saying, the price of the actual coin itself, right? And that's how much BTC value you're getting from this, from the Polkadot. So the cool thing about it is it's growing. Polkadot is growing. It is a very a coin that's committed to the system, and this is where you can buy Polkadot from, right? Binance. That's called an exchange. Binance Exchange, Hubby, Global, HBTC, OKEX. These are all exchanges, okay? And so we click up here, and it says, hey, I want to buy this right there. Click on buy, and it says go to Binance and buy it, right? You can go to different exchanges, and Binance Exchange. You can buy it from there. You can also buy it from different places as well. For example, you might be able to go to Trust Wallet and buy it. Trust Wallet. You may be able to go to your Trezor and buy Polkadot.dot is a symbol. So this is the name of it. This is the actual symbol of it, DOT. Okay. So that's telling you different places where you can buy it, right? The community, what is it talking about? The chat, what's going on with it, right? You can read all this information. What is Polkadot? So you click on read more, and then you can see why they're giving you this information. What is it doing? Who are the founders, and what are they talking about, right? Who makes Polkadot? What makes Polkadot unique? This is information that you should be reading, right? If you're going to invest in a coin, know why you get into the coin, right? Now, some people says, well, I don't care about what it's doing. I just know it's moving, and I got to be a part of that movement. So that's cool too. And so you go to market cap, you click on it. So you know what? I want some Polkadot. You just buy it. But right now the price is $29.70. And in the last 7 days, it went up 30% in the last 7 days. That 7D means 7 days. The 24H the last 24 hours. That's what that means. In the last 24 hours, it went up 2.91%. In the last 7 days, it went up 30%. So yes, these coins are good to get into as alternative coins. You can definitely get into it, right? And put your coins, put your dollars to work for these different coins. You can make some things happen. XRP, the high print is 70 cents. The low print was 2 cents. So right now, Bitcoin is going down a little bit. Notice what XRP is doing. It's going down with it. It was 63 cents last week. Now it's 51 cents. So it's dropping, right? But it's up for the last 27 days, 12%. It's still up 12% because the high print was 70 from where it came from. Binance coin is $128. And the only reason that this coin is $128 is because this is the exchange coin. Binance is the exchange. And so people are buying the coin and they holding on to the coin. So what happens when you get in Celsius, they paying you like maybe 5%, 8%. I don't know how much percent it is, but they're going to pay you so much interest just to hold on to this coin. So you got this coin, let's say you got $300 worth, $500 worth, and they're going to pay you so much, for you to hold on to this coin. So when you do hold on to this coin, Binance, it says, hey, I need to borrow some Binance coins. Who has some? I want to pay you 12%. And so what happens when they pay 12%, Celsius will pay you 6, 8, 10%. I don't know what they're going to pay you, but they're going to give you some money for holding on to this coin. Litecoin, right? So when you get to a coin, all these coins are going to have different prices, and it all depends on demand, right? It all depends on demand. Here's Bitcoin, Satoshi value, right? Satoshi's vision, rather, BSV, $232, right? Still got $4 billion in it. Not doing a whole lot, but it's got $4 billion. $1 billion is still a lot of money. Now, here's a coin called Tron. It was 2 cents for forever. Now it's finally taken off. It's at 5 cents now, right? So a lot of people got this Tron coin. They're probably sitting there. They got $3 billion worth. This project really didn't take off. People jumped in this Tron thing. They made a company out of it. Folks done put all this money in there thinking they're going to get rich. And it's been sitting like this for almost 2 years, right? See, that's what I mean. You don't know which one's going to take off. It's been sitting here for almost 2 years like this, right? 3 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. Now it's at 5 cents. Think about what I'm saying to you. You don't know which one of these things is going to take off. You have no idea, right? So the top 25, it stops right here at theta. But a lot of these coins will move up and down depending on what's going on. Like synthetics. I have this coin, right? SNX. I bought this coin because I know what it's supposed to be doing, and I just get paid the benefit of it. I'm making 16% on this coin, right? I bought so much. I think it's like, I don't know, $500, $1,000 worth. I don't know. But it's making me 16%. I don't care about the coin. I just know what it's paying me in yield. When I say yield, what I'm saying is how much money you being paid to hold on to this coin. Trezor is not giving you any money on your coins right now. The Trezor doesn't give you any money on the coin. Eventually they will, because this is where the economy, the ecosystem of the crypto space now is going to the place that Celsius has created. Celsius, BlockFi, Nexo, Len, all these spaces are coming into play because they are trying to get people to get these coins, hold on to these coins, and then you're going to get paid on the coins if you stake those coins with that company. So hopefully that makes sense to you. You got some good, it just makes sense to you, right? I'm hoping it did. So let's get out of this. Let me go back over here. Okay. And then we'll go from there. So let's go and look at, make sure, am I still here? What's going on where I can't change?
Did you want me to read it to you, or you reading from the screen?
I want to stop sharing. Yeah, I want to stop sharing my screen so I can see my face. Yeah. You see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. So So the next thing is when we think, let me do something. When we think about, you know, building our coins up and making money with it, your dollar is being voted. I want you to realize this. Every time you spend money, you are voting with your dollar. So you got to realize everything I'm telling you, either you're going to make interest, in other words, create yield, or you're not going to create any yield, right? So you vote every single day. You buy a coin, and depending on what you're doing with the coin, it's just going to sit there, or you're going to put it somewhere where less risk. Every place you put your coin got risk, but the less risk where I can get money from, that's what we're teaching you to do. All right, so the next question. If you already have a good credit score, what's the next step to get extreme credit? What's the purpose of getting extreme credit? All right, Tina. So the purpose, first of all, let's start with this. If you have good credit, 685, 720. 685 is fair credit. 720 is good credit. 685 is fair. 720 is good. When you get to the 750s and above, that's excellent credit. 751 and above is excellent credit. I don't care if it says 820. It's the same thing as 750. It's the same thing. Okay. Now, but you can have a 720, 770 score and you still got a late payment on it, or you got too many inquiries on it. So when we say extreme credit, that means you have less inquiries, you have less than 6, and you have no ZDR, zero derogatory report. What does that mean? That means no late payments, none of that is on there. It's just clean. Now, when you have a clean report, now you're ready to start getting what we call the cash flow behind the credit. So I'm gonna get me some credit cards. I'm gonna do 3 credit cards at one time. I'm gonna go get Navy Federal, Capital One, American Express. I'm good. I'm ready, right? And so that starts happening. I might have to use if you got good credit, but you don't have any credit. You don't. In other words, you got good credit, not a whole lot of stuff on it, right? So you haven't really used any credit. You can have a good credit score, but don't have a good profile. In other words, you don't have a baseline of credit that you've been using, for example, right? You may have 1 credit card, 2 credit cards. So extreme credit is when you start having 4 or 5 credit cards, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 on them, right? And you're using those credit, and you have those credit cards that is available for you to use. Now I want you to understand something. Availability don't mean that you maximize your cards. That's not what we're talking about. When I say availability, I got $100,000 on my credit cards, but I'm only using 10, 15, 20,000, right? I'm using maybe 10 to 20%. Keep it at 10% or bring it up to 20 to 30%. Use the credit card. The score is going to drop like crazy. When you use your credit cards, the score is going to drop. Let me give you an example. Y'all saw in one of my slides that I have, I had a 685 score, but I got $118,000 in available credit. Why? Because I use my credit cards. So what happened, every time I bring out 10,000 on this one, 5,000 on this one, 20, another 15,000 on this one. When I do that, I'm using the credit. They're going to drop my score. That's fine. I got the cash out though. I'm using the cash. I do what I had to do with it. And then as I pay off the credit card back out, I pay the credit card back off. Now what happens is my score jumps next month. My score jumps all the way back up again. Like I didn't even touch it, right? So it doesn't hurt you to do that. Why you have good credit, or you just want to see the number, how good it is, or do you want to get good credit to do something with it? I always teach people, get the good credit, then get the cash flow off the credit so you could do something with it, get it into your insurance. Like I taught y'all this before. I might take $30,000 and put it off my credit cards and throw it right onto my policy, right? And my cash value. I take 30,000, take it off, and then pump it right into my insurance policy, right? To build up that policy, right? Get it up to whatever your policy, I don't know what your policy is, but let's say you want to get it up to, you're doing $10,000 and you're doing a 10-90 split, 10, 90, $10,000, 90 split. I'm going to add $90,000 to the PUA. That's only for the first year. After the second year, you just throw you throw the whole $100,000 in there. It's all going to show up in cash value. They pay the dividend with the dividend that you're going to be receiving. So really, you're only paying it for 1 year if you follow what I'm teaching you to do, right? All right, let's go back to the next. So we got to understand that. So when you understand about the credit and the money, now you're ready to use it and start doing more things with it. Give me another question. What is KYC and how will it affect us? All right, so KYC. KYC means the K stands for no, the Y stands for your, C stands for customer. Know your customer. So what is that doing? That's saying they want to know, are you a real person, right? Because there's so many scams online, right? So you gotta have your license or passport. You gotta have an address. You gotta take a selfie photo. A lot of the things before, back in the day, you didn't need to take a selfie photo. Now they want to see the photo with the image, right? So you're doing that information with it, and you put it up there, and that's knowing your customer. Now once you get verified, now you can send your information off. Okay, so that's how that is. They got to know your customer. What happens with Dogecoin? What happened with Dogecoin? And nothing happened with Dogecoin. It's just going to swing as more and more people jump. See, that's what I mean by these coins, these secondary coins, right? These altcoins. Dogecoin been around for a good 5, 6, 7 years, guys, and it was high. They pumped it up and they dropped it all the way back down again. And so now they got a lot of interest going into Dogecoin, but really it may be another what? Another pump it up and then dump it. And that's how people make money in the market. The same thing happens in the penny stocks. Because Wall Street, why you don't jump into penny stocks? Because I know what they do most of the time. They do a pump and dump. I don't want to be involved with that. I'd rather go with something that's going to be slower, that's going to give me the money that I know is stable. Okay, if you listen to a couple of billionaires out there that's into this crypto space, one is Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor says, why would I put money in inferior coins when I'm getting the best yield and the long-term effect of what Bitcoin is going to do for my account? That's why he talked to Elon Musk, and he says, hey, you need to think about this. If you want to add another $1 billion, this is how he said it. If you want to offer another $1 billion to your portfolio, he said, get Bitcoin. So he went and got 1.5 billion, and instantly he made over $1 billion, and it's going up, and it's gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep rising and rising and rising. So these billionaires are now communicating with each other, and they're not coming in to get the Bitcoin to sell it. No, they're not. So if you listening, you got to stop selling your Bitcoin. Stop. You got to stop it. You got to use it to improve it so that you can get more, right? Use it to improve it to get more so you can start exploding your account inside the MLS system, right? Exploding your Bitcoin inside the MLS system. Okay. Naja, she said, is it okay to be an AU for people you don't know and for more than one person at a time? The answer for that question is yes. But this is what you're doing. Okay, so when you say you're going to be an AU, the AU, for the folks who don't know, is an authorized user. So an authorized user, that's on your credit card. Your credit card, you should have at least 3 years of on-time payments. The credit card cannot be maxed out. That means it has to be at least below, 10%. 3 years of payments, a minimum, better with more time, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? And in that situation, when you become an authorized user for that person, you can do more than one person. No more than 3 though. I wouldn't do no more than 3 people. Okay, no more than 3. And when you're doing this, this is an extra way to receive cash flow. So yes, you can receive cash flow by doing that. So when LaFry says, do those prepaid credit cards help your credit? No, they do not. Prepaid credit cards does not help your credit. No, it's not going to show up on your credit. Prepaid, if you do a secure credit card, and that's different. Secure credit card, it does, right? So for example, if you say, hey, I want to go get me a secure credit card, let's say you go to Wells Fargo or what other companies, they say you can get a secure credit card. You put in $500, you get a $500 limit. Buy a piece of bubble gum every month to spend $20, $50 on it, and then pay the bill right back off before the end date, right? That's good. That's going to help your credit. But what a prepaid card is, no, it doesn't help your credit. Okay, it's not going to do that. Next question. When is the best? Let me see. When is it best to get started in Celsius? When is it best? All right, so Celsius. All right, so first of all, here's the goal. If you are following this format, here's the format, okay? What I teach you to do is you got to take 25% or less, 10%, 15%, 20, 25% of your total crypto that you're bringing in, right? 75% stays in your Trezor or your secured, whatever your wallet is, right? 25%, whatever coins you got, now you can take that 25% and you can put it in Celsius so that you can start getting interest on it. Some of you not going to listen to me. You're going to go in there and you're going to put all your damn Bitcoin in there. And then when something goes bad, because I don't know if it's going to go, they've been around for 3 years. No, never got broken into. The past results, like we say in trading, does not constitute any future results, right? So what happened in the past ain't got nothing to do that can happen tomorrow, right? So your risk is what you put in Celsius. That's a risk, okay? So that risk is going to be whatever coins you got in that account. You only put in 25%. Don't put more than 25%. That's my recommendation. Don't put more than 25% and then go from there. But some of you going to put 100% in there. I know you are. You're going to do it because I'm making this much money. Yep, you're right. You're making that much money. But I don't know how good you're sleeping at night. I don't know. All right, Tony Battles. He says, Celsius, I got an email about taking out a loan as low as $500 a loan. Is there a minimum deposit or loyalty period required? No. You can stake your coins inside of Celsius. You can stake your coins in the next 5 minutes, and you can get a loan today that would be in your account in 2 to 5 days, right? And the reason why I'm saying 2 to 5 days, usually it took 2 days. Like when I joined Celsius, I put it in that one day. I asked for a loan that same day. The money was in my account the next day. Now it's gone a little bit slower. And the reason why, because so many people around the world are jumping into Celsius right now. They got when I got started with Celsius, they only have $4 billion in assets. Now they got over $7 billion in assets. And it might be higher than that. So that tells you that a lot of people got Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies, and we are not selling them. All we want to do is put it in there, give me a loan from it, and then go with that. Now we got to understand the loan though. You got to understand the loans, how the loans work. I did this video a couple of days ago. I showed you guys a couple of days ago about getting the loans. The loans come in 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. The longer you have a loan out, the more it's going to cost you. Okay, 6 months is the slowest amount of loan. Then when it's going to go in percentages, 25%, 33%, or 50%. If I do a loan at 25%, I got to stake more of my coins in there. If I do it at 33%, I put a little bit less coins in there. If I do it at 50%, I'm only putting half of the coins that I would normally put in there. For example, if I need $800, if I need 800, if I need 800, I got to give them a minimum of $1,600 in coins at 50%. If I go lower than that, that means I got to put more coins in it. So if I go 33%, that means I got to put about $1,200 in there. If I go about 25%, I'm going to have to put almost 2 times more coins in there. I mean, 3 times more coins in there than what I normally need. So if I want to get $800, I need to put a minimum of $1,600 in there to get an $800 loan. If I want to get a $5,000 loan, I need to put at least $10,000 in there to get $5,000. You got it? So just keep that in mind. Okay. If you need $800, you want to stake $800, the most you can get is only $400 as a loan. Okay. And then you got to pay interest on that. Now, remember, you're not getting a loan for free. Everybody in the UK can get loans for free. In the United States, you cannot. Right. That's because they just got a brand new, you know, they just got the UK approved and all that good stuff. So now they doing it. Also, Celsius total assets right now is $8 billion. See, they just went up another $1 billion. And they just keep going because people, it's a very stable company. The CEO was on all these different channels every single day. He's creating the value to give you yield. And that's the cool thing about it. Appreciate you doing that, Rufus. All right, next question. What's the next question we got? Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Wow. Okay. All right. So, guys, we appreciate. I can't. Pamela, I can't. Your mic is something's going on with your mic. I could barely hear you. Could barely hear you. Okay, so I'm looking at it here. Says Rufus says if you live in Georgia, the least you can borrow is $3,000. No, you can borrow $500. You can borrow $500. They allow you to borrow $500. They don't. The lowest you can get is $500, all the way up to millions. If you want to borrow millions, they have no problem giving you $1 million in your account. Yeah, Denise says self-improvement. Absolutely. I tried to borrow just $500 and they rejected me. Oh, wow. Send a support ticket and ask them why. Send a support ticket and ask them why. Anytime you want to borrow money, always use this address called loans. So it's loans, LOANS, right? The @ Celsius.network. Don't put .com, .network. All right. And then they'll answer you a whole lot faster than the regular ticket system. Okay. So
okay. Can you hear me better now?
There you go. Yes, we got you.
Okay. All right. I don't know. My mic switched for some reason. My question is about XRP. Okay. Yeah. There was a big,
lawsuit.
Yeah. And a lot of exchanges were removing them.
Yep.
So I guess I'm not understanding what's going on now because it seems like people are still buying it.
Yep. All right. So the thing about XRP, even though it wasn't a closed case. XRP, the SEC. Okay, so here's a perfect example of centralized and decentralized. Bitcoin, Ethereum is decentralized. They cannot tell any CEO, turn it off. We're gonna sue you because there is no CEO. There is nobody to sue. So that's the cool thing about decentralized. There's nobody to go after. But when it came to XRP, they got a CEO, right? He is saying, they say, hey, your coin, you're treating your coin like a commodity. And so therefore, you didn't get approval from the SEC. So they suing them. Of course, they're gonna fight it. And so what happened when a suit case came to them, and they're gonna have their lawyers and all that good stuff, they're gonna get approved to do it. Celsius is a CEO, right? That Cell token belongs to a company. It is a centralized coin. But what he did, he waited and got all the approvals from all these different governments. He got it from SEC in the United States. He got it from London, the UK. He got it from Tel Aviv. He got all these countries to approve his coin and what they were going to do with it. So he got all the approvals, and that's why he don't have the same issues as XRP. He took his time to get everything done correctly. Okay, and that's why that coin is growing, right? It made in 2020, in the year 2020, they did a check of all the coins, and Celsius was the #1 coin in the entire world. It made more money percentage wise than Bitcoin. Okay. All right, we need an MLS coin. I'm with you. So being said, we need an MLS coin. I'm with you. We can put together a project, and only our members get in it. That's what Celsius did. They made their own project. They put it in a way that they get their own coins, and they only had a community. You see, you got to be in a community to actually get to get that, and that's what they're doing. Now it's open to the public. Anybody can purchase a Celsius coin, right? But at one time it was only for the members. Okay. All right, what we got? Where we going? We done?
That's it. We're done.
So the address. So Stella, she says the address. What is the address again? So if you're gonna go for a loan. So first of all, you need a link. You need a link that you need to join Celsius with, and you should be using your inviters link to Celsius. And if not, then you can use the companies. Okay, so you can do it from the company standpoint. You can use the link for MLS, right? That's going in there. So you can use that link. Okay, and realize the link is only good for a one-time sale. It's only good, right? So in other words, if you use the code WEBWEB40, you get $40, and your referral will get $40. It's a one-time deal. That's it. All right, post that one up. Ruth CM. She said, if I want a loan in Celsius for $500, I have to put up $1,000 as a minimum for 6 months. That's true. How? I have to pay monthly. Yes, you got to pay monthly. So there is an interest you're going to pay monthly. Yes, you're going to be paying monthly for that. It may be only for that little bit of loan, though. It might only be a little bit. Okay, so this is how it works, guys. Just understand this. The reason they are offering loans is so that they can get paid the interest. So yes, when you get a loan, you get paid the interest. They get paid the interest. But what happens is once you pay the loan back off, then you get your coins right back. You got it? So your coins are only there for collateral, right? Collateral. Read the information that's in there. Your coins are there for collateral. They're going to give you the money. They're going to put the money in your account. But you got to make sure you're able to pay that interest. So if you're in this club and you're bringing in bank, it should be no problem paying interest on that coin. Okay. Can we do a real estate sale with blockchain? They're working on it. It depends. Real estate is not there yet. They are not there yet. Real estate, they still dealing with dollars. So, but eventually, I believe they're gonna come to the boat as well, like everybody else. If they're gonna come out with something pretty soon that people are gonna be able to buy their homes and transfer the titles and all that good stuff without the bank. Now realize what are we doing? What is the crypto space doing? It's getting rid of the banking system. The banking system is hurting us. They're taking from us. They're not giving anything to us. They are hurting the people. They've been doing it for over 200 years. They've been hurting the people. So now we are getting to the point that when the blockchain came out, it was a fight directly against the banking system, right? They come, when they start doing Occupation Wall Street, right? Occupy Wall Street. They sit in front of all these major buildings. They ripping off all the people. They taking all this money. They bailing out these big banks. They got all these trillions of dollars, and they still taxing us every chance they get. So pretty soon, when we start getting to real estate in the blockchain, why we need the banks for it? There's no, the bank is out of the way. It's strictly from individual to the individual. Here's your payment. I get the title to the house through the blockchain. It comes right to my, the blockchain ties the title digitally to me, and I own it, right? That's how we don't need to do all those different things about getting about getting title searches and all that stuff. That's already done in the blockchain, right? So when you go to sell, all that stuff is already done, and it's only one person tied to the actual property, right? So that's what the blockchain is going to do. It's going to come. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming. We don't know when, but they definitely working on that. Somebody going to come up with it, right? It's going to be a brand new coin that's going to be doing that same thing. A real estate transactions and blockchain. Bam. How many folks you think going to run to that? A lot of folks. You know how much money it's going to save in time and energy? Yeah, it's going to change it. All right. So Merlinda said, I have a 799 credit score. That is excellent, but I'm on level 1. How can I increase my score? You increase your score very simply by reducing the amount of utilization. What is utilization? How much you owe on your credit cards, loans, anything like that. All you got to do is reduce that amount, and you'll bust 800. You get all your utilization below 6%. 6, not 10, 6. Get below 6%, you'll be over 800. You'll be at 820, 825, 840, real easy. But that means you ain't using your credit, right? The purpose of getting a big score is to get the money that you're going to use to do what you need to do with it. All right, Narissa says, would a person be able to get insurance if they have illness? You're talking about whole life insurance. There are some insurance companies that will allow you to get insurance with just answering 3 or 4 questions, right? And so, yes, you can get insurance like that. I don't offer that, but it's out there, right? You can get that done. Just look on TV. They do it all the time. Roof CM. Maybe with Ethereum, smart contracts, real estate will change. It will. It's not just Ethereum, though. That's just the one major one. There's going to be other ones that's coming in that's going to be bridging the gap between Ethereum and some other one, like Polkadot, right? It's going to be some other company that's going to be allowed, that's going to be some other service that's going to allow it to do that, right? It may be ADA. Don't worry about that, guys. It's going to come. All that stuff is going to come. You got to realize something. This is not fixed. This is an expanding field that you're in, and it's getting better, and it's getting faster. Transactions are faster. People are jumping into the space. Big companies are jumping in. So all these things are happening right now. Just realize what you're into. Okay. Anything else before we get out of here? It's already 2 o'clock, guys.
That's it, Wall Street.
All right, we out. So, guys, listen, we appreciate you taking the time out to get with us tonight. Get with us today. I encourage you to share this. Why is it important for us to get together and make these things happen? I do like Celsius, right? Celsius Network. I do like them. I have I received 4 loans so far, paid off 2 of them, get ready to pay off my 3rd one, right? And I use them. Now, let me give you one quick strategy for this as well. So when you get to Celsius, right, this is a strategy that I use. So, and I need you to keep this with you, right? So Bitcoin is getting ready to break out 50,000. I got my first loan at 18,000 something. And so they had they had almost 25 Bitcoin on the loans that I got. The first 3 loans, they had 25 of my Bitcoin. Okay. Now Bitcoin jumped up 30,000, 40,000, get ready to break 50. And so I paid off the interest for 6 months, even though I had the loan out I did it for a year, but I only had it out for like a month and a half, maybe a month. And so what I did, since Bitcoin jumped so fast, it got up so fast. I paid off the loan, right? So I paid off the loan, and then I got me a new loan that held less Bitcoin. So I got the same amount of money, but now they don't have 25 Bitcoin. They only got 7 of my Bitcoin. You see the difference? So they had 25, now they only got 7. That's major difference, right? So now I'm going to do another loan when we get ready to break 50. We might go to 55, 60. I'm going to get another loan that, because remember, every time Bitcoin goes up higher and higher, all I got to do is get another loan out, take that loan, pay off that previous loan, and now that loan is closed. And now instead of them having 7 of my Bitcoin, they might only going to have 3 of my Bitcoin, 3. And I still got, 20 something more to go. So I can pull out, instead of me pulling out 150,000, I might be able to pull out 300,000 or 400,000, right? Now you don't ask for the loan just to have it. I'm using the loan for a purpose, right? I'm getting ready to improve my insurance. I'm going to get my insurance up to, 200,000 and 300,000 this year. This is my 3rd year, right? So I got to bring it up to 300,000 this year. February was my second year. So I'm getting up to 200,000. Yeah, I'm going to go to my 300. I'm going to go to 300,000 now because I'm past 2 years. So I'm going to go to 300,000. So I take that money out of there. I put it into my insurance, right? Then I pay off my credit cards. If I got any kind of credit card debt, I pay it off. So remember, you pull the money out for a purpose, not just to pull it out just to be having it. I'm pulling it out for the purpose. Then once I finish doing what I got to do, now I got to start paying the loan back, right? And get, as Bitcoin continues to go higher and higher, I can pull out some more or get a new loan off the other Bitcoin that I have and pay off that loan if Bitcoin goes up to 65, 70, 75,000. You feel me? So what took 25 Bitcoin to do is now only taking 7 Bitcoin to do. Pretty soon, what 7 Bitcoin is doing is only going to take 2 or 3 Bitcoin to do. And then pretty soon it's going to take less than a Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes to $300,000 a coin, you got it? If Bitcoin goes to $300,000 a coin, let's say by December, it's at $250,000 and $300,000 by December. I'm going to do another loan and pull that out, pay off whatever loan I got now, pay that one off, right? And only have only stake 1 Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoin at the max to bring out 300,000. So you got to have a strategy. Everything I'm teaching you to do is about leverage. You got to realize we're talking about leverage. You need to always thinking about how do I create the leverage to maximize my cash flow to do everything that I need to do. You got it? That's what we're talking about. All right, guys. Hopefully you learned something today. Go ahead.
No, that's all. I was just getting ready to close it out.
So I appreciate you guys coming in. Wish I yet had a coin. You can get a coin. You just got to start inviting people to MLS, and before you know it, you got a full Bitcoin. The more people when you get committed to this process, now I gotta say this: when you commit to MLS Bitcoin Club, when you got full commitment, not no, I'm doing this program, I'm doing that program, I'm doing this program, because then you got where you're going to bring the people to. When you commit to MLS Bitcoin Club, you're going to maximize your cash flow. It's impossible not to maximize it. You got it? So you just gotta commit. Commitment is to be focused. And I said this before, guys. If you're not focused, if you thinking about your A, your B, and your C, then you already not focused. You got to be all in to the A. I got to be fully committed to the club of MLS Bitcoin Club to maximize what I'm trying to do financially. Because you're going to get the right education. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And if you want to get there, then I'm gonna keep teaching you how you can keep building up this cash flow for the rest of your life. If the folks that are not in, I'm gonna talk to you people real quick. For all the people that's not in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a whole, I'm talking to all you people that think you know more than other folks out there, or you scared because it's something new and you don't trust it, then you are being left behind. Financially, the people that's in the crypto space, their lives are moving 5-10 years faster along. In other words, if you want to retire in the next 2 to 5 years, cryptocurrency can allow that to happen. If you are still working for a job and you are not interested in cryptocurrency at all, then you are working for the next 20 to 25, 30 years and still only living check to check. It's a choice that you got to make. Cryptocurrency is allowing you to speed up that process so you can fully retire. Like better than anybody got a 401k that's had their 401k for 20 years. You can make more money in the next 2 years inside of cryptocurrency than you did in the last 20 years of a 401k. That's just straight up, hands down. Millionaires are created every single day in the crypto space. Do you want to be one of them? And that's where we're going to. With that being said, you guys take care. God bless. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one. Go ahead and play a song there, Pamela. We out.
Yes, sir. Cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. To get in on this, send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From these pennies to thousands of dollars going through a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology. A way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join in MLS system to give you your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing your dive 21. Call in MLS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. All right, all right. See you guys Friday. Bye-bye.